Good afternoon and welcome again to Recovery with Ike. We're now moving into the final phase of the recovery process. We've pretty much been through the 12 steps in regards to addictions, from alcohol to sugars to drugs to gambling. And in going through these 12 steps, the idea is that you will have a spiritual awakening. Now, what do we mean by that? A spiritual awakening, for me, is when we become aware of our subconscious, of our spirit selves, of our true selves. It's when you connect with another power, a higher power, greater than yourself, and you become aware of what you couldn't do with your own conscious thinking, your own thought power. Now, I'll delve into that a little bit, because when I'm speaking about your own thought power and your own will, I'm looking at it from the perspective of it's your own will that got you to where you were, whether it be addicted to sugar, drugs, alcohol, gambling, or relationships, or any toxic behavior. And by connecting to the higher power, you relinquish control. You hand it over to God as you have come to understand Him or it, or whatever it may be. For me, it was really an enlightening process, and I felt that it was a gift that had been given to me that I wanted to share with the world, hence why we are here doing what we are doing today. It comes with, I believe, a sense of responsibility. Now, when I talk about responsibility, I've been breaking down the word, and responsibility in, I believe, the beautiful form is the ability to respond. You become aware of your ability to respond to situations. So let's say you find yourself in a predicament where you would have previously reverted back to old behaviors. You now have the ability to respond. You can let go, hand it over to your higher power. Now, that might only be for a few seconds or a few moments or minutes or even hours, however long it may be. But in doing that, you hand over the urge to move towards a certain behavior, and you effectively give yourself that space. Now, that's where a lot of the deep breathing comes in. By handing it over and taking time to take a short breath and recognize what's happening within your physiology, you can then allow yourself the ability to respond to that situation in an alternative way. Just a pause. The spiritual awakening connects me to the higher power, which allows me to pause for a moment. And it's in that moment that I've found clarity. It's in that moment that the many suffering addicts out there have found clarity. And that's where the peace and serenity comes in. It gives you a chance to address behaviors, to create new habits, new patterns, new programs that you run throughout your life. And it brings about a much more joyous, happy and free life. A life where you can reach your higher potential, where you can reach higher levels. A life where you can attain prosperity, but through a conscious contact with God or a higher power. And that's my experience, and that's what brought me to the Child of God platform. Now, in this fellowship, we have many like-minded brothers and sisters who all want to have a positive impact on the world. But my opinion is that starts internally. the way to change the world is to change how you view it. To change how you view it, you need to change the way you look at a situation. And that is the simplest way to change the world. There's a saying that I like to follow, and believe you me, I don't get it right every single time, but it's be the change that you want to see in the world. Now, in doing this and putting this out to people, for anyone who feels they can get something from this, this is me doing that at its base level. Now, I'm going to carry on the journey of recovery with Ike, and I will be carrying out a series of interviews and talks with therapists, recovered addicts, and just general people that feel that they want to have a discussion on some of the topics that we've covered during this process. These 30 days have meant a lot to me. I've dug deep into myself. I've, revealed some of my core discomforts and situations, things that I haven't been completely comfortable with, but it's about breaking that boundary. And I hope that anyone watching this has got something from it. And, I want to be able to say that I've left something in this earth that, may do good for other people. I'm still carrying on with my business activities and work and life. But this was about reaching out a little bit further than my immediate circle. So I hope that somebody has got something from this. Actually, I know a lot of people have, because I've had a lot of private conversations. I've seen some of the comments and feedback, which I really, really love. I've felt a sense of enlightenment and a sense of uplifting encouragement from all of the feedback and all of the responses that I've been getting. So for now, I'll leave it there, people. My last video will be posted tomorrow, and I'm going to take the opportunity to introduce Danielle, who will be doing Doga with you on the Child of God platform. Please check out Recovery with Ike, # Recovery with Ike. I will be in discussion with individuals who have been and are being affected by some of the topics that I've been covering over the last 30 days. And I really am excited about introducing new people into the fold in regards to recovery, and hearing about their experience, strength and hope in dealing with their addictions and issues that they are facing. So look, it's with a heavy heart I say goodbye to you all, but thank you for checking me out, and I look forward to seeing you for the final video tomorrow. God bless you all.